What we gonna do right here is go back. Way back. Back into time.
What's going on, everybody? This is the Love to Laugh podcast, man. Thank y'all for tuning in with me. My name is Marlon Ballard, and my special guest today, man, is singer, songwriter, man, tours all over the country, man. He's a dope artist and a good friend, man. I'm his friend on Facebook. I love watching his posts, love watching everything, man. Showtime Brooks in the house, man. Man, give it up, my man, Showtime, man.
What up?
Thank you so much for tuning in with me, bro. Like, man, we got a lot to talk about. There's a lot I want to know about the R&B business. There's a lot I want to know about your life. Like, I want people to know you, man, because you deserve to be out there, bro. You really do.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, man.
So, man.
Thanks for having me today.
No problem, man. No problem, man. So, since this whole COVID thing has happened, what have you been doing to keep busy? Have you been still been out?
I've been doing some private affairs, you know, and I've been working on the next album, but the album is actually done, but I started working on this Christmas album.
Dope.
Yeah, that I'm going to release before I even release the album, because I think, you know, with the COVID and all the stuff going on, man, it's people aren't paying attention really, you know, to artists, you know, like myself, as far as independent artists, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's hit and miss, you know what I'm saying, with that. And I don't have money to waste. So, but I know that Christmas coming no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Christmas is gonna come, man. Hey.
Yeah, Christmas is coming no matter what, whether good or bad. Christmas coming. So I think that, you know, if I could kind of give a soundtrack to, you know, a Christmas like what we need for this year, you know what I'm saying? If anything more, like, you really need to hear something that's going to lift your spirits up. You know what I'm saying? Especially after the year that we done had. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's what I've been working on, man, and just you know, trying to maintain and take care of my family, you know, doing the right things, man. That's it.
So album number 2 coming out. I actually sat down and listened to your first album, bro. And
wow.
It's a slap. It's
wow.
Hey, I enjoyed the direction you went with the album. It's very upbeat, very fun, very reminiscent of the, you know, the 50s, 60s swag.
Right. Right.
It was dope. And then one track that actually stood out to me. Let me pull it up. Give me a second, people. It is called Anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I felt like that was reminiscent of like the 90s, like kind of swag when it comes to the harmony, the vocals, everything, man. So,
yeah.
I appreciate it. And the other one I like is Love Suicide.
Ah, okay. So you like songwriting. You like
love songwriting, man.
Lyrics and double entendres and things of that nature. That's what I'm talking about.
And
that's
man,
what I'm talking about.
Your vocal ability is insane, bro. Insane.
Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate that, man. I really appreciate that, brother.
Because I think I've seen you in concert 3 times.
Oh, wow.
3 times. I saw you twice in 2015. You came to Atlanta with Jodeci.
Wow.
And then I drove to Orlando to catch up with Jodeci.
Wow.
Man, I was
going to a lot, man.
At the time. I was like, I had a son on the way. I'm like, bro, I'm about to enjoy my life. I'm gonna go see Jodeci twice. Then they turned out to be 2 times. Caught you and Danny Boy. I'm like y'all stood out. I'm glad they let y'all shine.
Legendary Danny Boy, yo.
Yep, they let y'all shine. Like a lot of artists, they come, they keep they singers in the back, but like they let y'all come up, sing a verse with them. Y'all like we got to know y'all.
Yeah. It was definitely a pleasant experience, man, being able to work with them guys, man, because you know, of course, you know, if you're an R&B singer, you know what I'm saying, coming from the area that I come from, you know, Jodeci was it. You know what I'm saying? So to get a chance to share the stage with them and, you know, step in different shoes at different times to do different things, it's just like, it's mind-blowing, you know what I'm saying? It's really mind-blowing, man.
And
For real.
Y'all fit in. Y'all, it's like a puzzle piece. You and Danny were the puzzle piece to them sounding full. Like,
right.
I'm like, who's them dudes behind? Like, yo, that's who is it? But, hey, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, bro.
With your idols, bro.
Appreciate that. Yeah, that's a blessing, man. And it's, you know, it's definitely, like you said, it's a dream come true to be able to be up there with those guys and share the stage with, you know, such iconic you know what I'm saying, artists that have paved the way for my type of singing, you know what I'm saying, in the new age, you know what I'm saying, in the new age, you know. So, you know, it was definitely a pleasure, man, for real.
Man, so man, I'm gonna talk about your upbringing for a minute. So you are out of Jersey.
Trenton, New Jersey, brother. Born and raised, Trenton, New Jersey. Shout out Trenton, New Jersey out there.
Shout out to everybody from New Jersey. My man's from New Jersey, man.
Word.
I gotta come to Jersey, bro.
Yo, you gotta come here, man. It's the Garden State, man. We got it all.
Man,
We got it all here.
A lot of talent has come out of Jersey. Like,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
from hip hop to R&B, everything, man. Y'all got it on lock.
A lot of essence come out of here, man. You know, a lot of people don't get a lot of you know, proper play, but it's a lot. You know what I'm saying? We gave y'all Rodney Jerkins. You know what I'm saying? We gave y'all Whitney Houston. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't Lauryn Hill, right?
Yo, we gave y'all George Clinton. You did? New Jersey, I'm saying we got it. You know what I'm saying? We got it, man. We gave y'all Parliament Funkadelic, you know. So East Coast got it, man. We got it out here, man, you know.
And then you got Showtime Brooks. Now I read that you started out playing drums.
Yep. That's my first love. I still play drums, man. I actually played drums on this next album. Because I have a lot of live drums, so I played drums on this album. So yeah, what you'll hear when you hear this stuff, you'll be hearing me playing drums. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I still play drums, man. I grew up in church, so you know what I mean. Growing up in church, you know, being around the church people, you know, learning how to, you know. Almost all musicians, man, if you come up in church, you start out on drums.
And see, that's where I draw the line, because a lot of people, like the people I grew up listening to, came up in the church. Now it don't sound like they came up in church. You could tell it
don't sound like it. It's missing. The oil is missing. The oil is missing off of the R&B.
All is not there.
Yeah, it's what it is that, you know, it's a saturation thing sometimes, because, you know, some artists don't know how to separate the two, you know what I'm saying? But when you have to kind of know your roots, you know what I'm saying, which is gospel music. And, you know, I don't step against people that don't go to church and don't, you know, and sing, because, you know, you do have singers that sing that aren't church singers. You know what I'm saying? But they all aspire to be, though.
You're right.
They all aspire to be.
Right.
Like, if you ever notice, you know, you get an R&B singer that don't go to church or had never been up in that bringing, you know what I'm saying? It's a tough toil when they get up there to do that their church thing, you know?
I'm like, you mimicking something. You mimicking something. It's trying to come, but it's not there. You don't have it.
Right. Something ain't there, you know? So I thank God for my church upbringing, man. And, you know, being around, you know, talented church people, you know, my idols coming up, you know, were singers like James Moore and Daryl Coley and Fred Hammond and Commission and you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. So I had a whole different, you know, I didn't get into Stevie Wonder and Donny Hathaway and all of them until like almost my adult years, really, because I was really focused, you know, as a younger boy, I was a drummer first. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't even concentrating on singing like that. You know, and then when I started singing, because I always sang, you know what I'm saying? Because my mother and father were musical, you know what I'm saying? Are musical, rather. You know, they're still with us, so they are musical. And I always sang, but there was a time where I didn't sing, and I just played drums, and that's all I wanted to do. So what I listened to was different than what other people were listening to. You know what I'm saying? So it gave me a different meter to what I thought was good. You know what I'm saying? So like, I didn't, you know, when I was younger, like, no dish to, you know, Patti LaBelle or nothing like that, but I was like, yo, Patti LaBelle can't sing like Vanessa Bell Armstrong. Like who is that? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? That was just my thing until I got older and I learned to appreciate, you know, the Patti LaBelles, the Luther Vandrosses, the Stevie Wonders, the Donny Hathaways, and then I began to incorporate, you know, what I had from church, what I had learned from church all them years, you know what I'm saying? And then took on some of those, you know, began to listen to some of those greats, you know, Curtis Mayfields and the different ones like that. And then I was like, oh, it ain't that I gotta abandon my church roots. It's just that I need to, be able to channel them through what I'm singing with this stuff. And that's what happens, That's just exactly what happens, man.
And I'm glad you said that, because when I listen to your songs, I can hear Donny Hathaway, I can hear Adara Coley, I can hear like certain songs. I hear you channel certain people, so I'm like, okay,
right.
This guy,
you can hear certain stuff, right, and it's right at that edge where you can hear the oil. It's like, whoa, wait a minute, why made me feel like that just now? Something he said just made me feel, it's R&B, but it made me feel a way just now. You know what I'm saying? And my thing is, I've always felt that if I can make people feel, you know what I'm saying? People forget what you do for them, you know what I'm saying, all that stuff, but they never forget how you make them feel. You know what I'm saying? So if I make you feel a certain way, it's a fan for life. Rather it be good or bad, it's like, yo, if I make you feel good, then it's like, yo, I'll mess with him. If it's bad, then it's like, yo, I don't mess with him at all. But if it's good, it's like, yo, we good. I mess with that dude. That dude is all right with me. You know what I'm saying?
Got you, bro. Man, so as far as you coming up in the church and playing drums, so did you know you could sing before your family knew you could sing, or did they already know? They was
No, my dad was like Joe Jackson. You know what I mean? Because my brother, played piano, and I was singing. It was only two boys. My mom and dad was like the James Cleveland and the Albertina Walker of Trenton, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? They was like the singers. So we was already predestined. The mantle was kind of passed down to us already. So I sang my first solo when I was 6 years old. You know what I'm saying? In the church. You know what I'm saying? And I always knew I could sing. Like I said, I always wanted to play the drums. So I played drums when I was younger too. You understand what I'm saying? Like 6, 7, 8. I was playing drums for like choirs and stuff like that. I was really playing drums, just like my little son now, who's 6, who's playing for real, And I used to go and play for churches. 8 years old, man, go make my little $5 a Sunday. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
You know what I mean? Take my little drum set in there, man, and play every Sunday, man. And I loved it. I appreciated that $5, man, because, that was a part of, grooming me into the artist that I am today. First of all, to be appreciative of things and not to despise the small beginnings, because that $5 drummer, that $5 every Sunday drummer, you know what I'm saying, turned into being able to travel, you know what I mean, 5 of the 7 continents, you know what I'm saying, all of the 50 states, you know what I'm saying, everywhere, you know what I'm saying, places I never thought about I would ever be, to be in front of different people that I never thought about being friends with people, being able to call different artists peer, you know what I'm saying, artists that I grew up or I listened to, and then all of a sudden I'm like, we here doing what we do together, you know what I'm saying, like, yo, that all, it all starts from like small beginnings, you know what I'm saying? And just having to stick to it, and learning from people and watching people that, you grow up with that aspire you to become better, better.
Soak it up, Showtime, man. Hey, you deserve that, man. You deserve it. I know the feeling. You look to your left and you see the people that you was like, yo, my man was on TV. I'm here with it, like, yo.
Yeah, no, it's a blessing, man. Like, to listen to a Music Soul Child album, before I even got a chance to sing with him, you know what I'm saying? And then get a phone call like, yo, Music want to meet you.
You like,
what? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm like, huh?
Music.
Like, yo, can you come right now? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. It's crazy.
So when people,
God is good, man.
When people ask you to sing, what's your go-to song? When somebody's like, hey, just do something. What's your go-to song?
People don't really ask me too much to do that.
Okay.
Nah, that's not, because my personality, man, I'm such a nice guy.
Yeah.
And I'm a real dude, man. So like, people like, they kind of, you know what I'm saying? They just, we just chill, man, and roll with the punches, you know what I'm saying? And it just be a good day. I like to keep my work. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll tell a nurse, I'm like, yo, baby, I ain't asking you to run around, asking you to take my temperature all day. You know what I'm saying? You just can't be running up on me, you know what I mean? Asking me, saying something all day, you know what I mean? Like you know. But I do have songs that I like to sing if I, you know, if I'm doing sound check or if I want to do something. You know what I mean?
I feel
You
it.
know, yeah, man. But it's not like I'm not the dude that run up the Jones and run. You know, I'm married, number one. But even before that, I wasn't a dude that run up, start singing like, you know what I mean? You know, it's almost like you got to catch me doing what I do, and it's like, oh, okay, I didn't know you did that. You know what I mean?
I think all entertainers have to go through that. Singers, comedians. I'm a comedian, so they come up, hey, tell me a joke, and I hate that. Like after that, I want to punch you in your face. I'm like, don't ask me to do that. Don't.
It's
Don't
like
do
because it's so belittling a little bit to it.
It's like I
Not
don't.
that, you know, and what you have to learn, what we learn is as artists, like because they're fans.
Mhm.
And they see you on TV, they see you here, they see you there, they see you on the stage, they see you there. So their perception of what a singer is a person that sings all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Or their perception of what a comedian is someone that's always funny.
Ways like we don't
You know
have.
what I'm saying? Right. So you have to learn how to save face. You know what I'm saying? Keep a smile on your face. Hey, how you doing? Hey, baby, you know, not right now, you know. Maybe a little later on when I get a little envy or something, you know, we feel like we doing something. Then I do, you know what I mean? We'll kick some. You know what I mean? Keeping it like that. And people begin to understand you better, you know, when you kind of like don't push them off, but you kind of, you know, gently.
Gently. Yeah, nudge.
Gently, yeah, the gentle nudge. Like, yo, come on, man. I'm telling you, hey, man.
You got that.
You know, if I feel like, you know what I mean? Later on, I sing something, you know what I mean? If I feel like, you know, that on that type thing, you know?
Then you got that one person that just won't go. Like, I'm gonna sing later. Man, you probably can't sing anyway, dog. Like, I'm like, bro, all right, now I'm about to fight you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Well, you know, because, you know, like I always tell people, man, there's a difference between people that like to sing and people that sing.
Yeah.
Two different things.
Woo! Dropping gems on the Showtime.
Yeah.
Dropping gems on
two different things.
You right, bro.
Just because you sing, you know, just because you sing don't make you an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's a lot of things out here that's going on that people, you know what I mean? And I hate to do that because I don't like to bust people's bubbles or make people feel like, you know, just because, you know, they do that or, you know, because everybody you can do whatever. You can do all things through Christ, you know what I mean? Of course. But, you know, some paths aren't meant for some people, you know, and, you know, a lot of singers, a lot of time, you know, because they sing in a church choir, or they sing in an open mic, or they sing in, you know, in a wedding band, they feel like, you know, because somebody's getting applause, they forget that somebody's hiring them. Mm-hmm. They forget that, you know, that the reason that you're there is because, you know, they heard you sing a cover tune somewhere. Or, you know, it's different when you get your own records and people have to judge you on your own records and your own merit and your own 2 feet. You know what I'm saying? It's a different, you know, it's a different animal. You know, it's a different animal, you know. But, you know, I applaud all artists that pick up this mantle and, you know, even attempt to run with it because, you know, I've been running with the mantle for a long time. You know what I mean? I didn't put my first record out until, man, 2 years ago. You know what I'm saying? And I've been doing this since I was 21. You dig what I'm saying? So, like, you know, I've been on all kinds of records. I've been on, you know, records with Pharoah Monch, Big Daddy Kane. I done did all kinds of albums and different things. MOP, you know what I'm saying? Guru. I done worked with all different Premier, DR Period, all different types of people that I can call friend and producer and work with. You know, Mickey Fax, all different types of artists, rappers. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't until I did my own thing.
Okay.
And I had to stand up on my own 2 feet where it really mattered. You understand what I'm saying? Absolutely. Because now it's about my discography. You know what I'm saying? And now those things that I did were just stepping stones to
get to where you need to be.
You know, the Love Truth album. The Love Truth album. You know what I'm saying? So now we have the Love Truth album. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you know, but it takes perseverance, number one. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not an overnight thing. People think it's overnight. You know, I was showing somebody one day, I was talking about the singer Her. Yes. I was like, yo, seemed like it's overnight. But her been doing this since she was 14, 13. You know what I'm saying? Talented. They discovered her. They discovered her when she was 13 years old. So that means she's been in the cut for daggone near 15 years.
Yep, they groomed her. It's like now
12 years.
She's not
you know
gonna
what I'm saying? So she wasn't going to fail because it was set up like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to know who her people are. You got to know who she rolling with. You know, and MBK don't really lose like that. Who is the same people who brought you Alicia Keys?
Oh yes, she ain't going nowhere either. She's here to stay.
You understand what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? You know,
Oh,
so
yeah.
certain artists are legacy artists, man, and you know, they get grandfathered in, you know, and some are very, very talented like her. They're very, 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 very talented. You know what I'm saying? Super talented. You know, and then you have some that come and they're not that talented, but they still get the chance. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is.
Who's somebody that you always wanted to work with, but you haven't worked with yet?
Somebody I always wanted to work with that I never have worked with yet. Well, at one point in time, man, I wanted to really work with R. Kelly, man.
Okay.
I really wanted to work with R. Kelly at one point in time. There was a tour that was going out that I had got hired for. I got hired for the tour. Of course, thank God, you know, in hindsight now, you know, after everything that's transpired.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? But at one point in time, he would have been the ultimate after. Cameron, no drums right now. You know, that was at one point in time, that was someone I would have wanted to work with. Just because, you know, art was the hottest thing going, you know.
Man.
You know, you can't disrespect the legacy of, you know, of course, the legacy of his you know, has been tarnished now with all the things that's been done. But you know, initially, you know, you can't really can't knock R's talent, man. The talent was there, man, you know. And I wanted to be a part of that at one point in time, man. I wanted to be a part of that camp, you know, and rock out and see what kind of, you know, see what was going on with them. But you know,
Okay.
hey, man.
Hey,
Yeah, man.
I grew up a fan of R. Kelly. Like
Yeah.
like to me, he didn't miss all through the night.
I just wanted to sing. I wanted to sing some of them songs, man, with him, man. Cause like when I, you know what I'm saying? That's like from that angle, I was like, yo, man, R would be a cool dude, you know what I mean? That's what I would thought, you know what I'm saying? Until I start hearing, you know, the stories.
Yeah.
But you know, if I had to choose somebody else to like work with, I would work with like I really like CeeLo. You know what I'm saying? I like CeeLo Green. I like Rodney Jerkins. You know what I'm saying? I like Lettucey. I like her.
Lettucey, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I like her. Yeah, I like her. There's a couple artists I would, you know what I mean? I would even do a record with Keisha Cole. I would even do a record with Keisha Cole. I like Keisha Cole because she got that grit. You know what I'm saying? She got that grit that would like kind of, you know what I mean, make a song. You know what I mean? She could probably do something and make it feel right. You know what I'm saying? Make it feel like I would want it to feel.
Man.
You know, so
those are some great choices, bro. With the art, with everything going on right now, we have to kind of keep ourselves busy. So of course, Timberland and Swiss Beats came up with verses. So
right.
What is a verses that hasn't happened yet that you would like to see?
Yo, a verses that I would like to see. Cause see, the verses are built on hits.
Hits, yeah. It's not vocal ability. I compare
it's not on ability. It's not on vocal ability.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's not on really vocal ability. So it's like almost like I would like to see like the gap. Like I would like to see the Commodores versus Earth, Wind and Fire. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like Frankie Beverly and Maze versus Stone Street, like versus Rick James and them. You know what I'm saying?
And they can do that as long as they got good internet service. You saw that, Eddie Riley.
Yeah.
You know?
But like, you know what I'm saying? I know Living, I would like to see Kane and Coogee rap. I would like to see Kane and Coogee rap. Yeah, you know what I mean? They can settle that score, who the illest.
I think Rakim challenged Kane. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know if he accepted yet. I don't know.
yeah. I would like to. I would like to see Coochie rap though. I would like to see Coochie rap.
Coogee,
I like
yeah,
Coochie
Coogee
rap.
rap.
Yeah, I like Coochie rap. That was the nigga. That was the dude. And I would like to see. Let me see if I was to go say singers. I would like to see. Let me see. Hit for hit. I would like to see Toni Braxton up in something.
Toni, like, she's so underrated to me. Cause I'm like, yo,
Yeah, I would like to see Toni Braxton. Maybe Toni Braxton and I don't know, man. Like I don't know, bro. Like
it's just some artists that can't go head to head with people. Like, I'm like,
yeah, man.
there's nobody that can compare to you. Like
Yeah, man.
the only person I would put Whitney in the battle with is Mariah Carey. Like me personally.
Yeah. And then even then, it's like, I mean, Mariah got hits too though, but Whitney got hits too.
Whitney. Yeah, she ain't Whitney though, to me.
I would see Mariah and Anita Baker. Like that. Like I would see something like along them lines. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because like a lot of people be wanting the people that like want to like that's the same. You know what I'm saying? Like they want to do like Drew Hill, Jodeci, stuff like that. That's like kind of whack. Because, you know, Jodeci only had 2 albums, 3 albums, you know what I'm saying? Drew Hill had a couple albums, you know what I'm saying? But not enough records that'll make me want to spend 2 hours sitting here battling with y'all.
I feel you.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really, you know, I mean, it's like, come on, man. You know, I would like to see that. Like, I loved the Babyface Teddy Riley.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I loved the Beanie Man joint. I loved the Kirk Franklin, the Hezekiah Walker, Fred Hammond joint.
Yeah.
Like, it was a bunch of them that I loved. You know what I'm saying? I love the Snoop Dogg DMX joint. That was crazy.
It's better when they come together and do it in the same room. I think the next one is on Monday with Monica and Brandy. So I think I look forward to that one.
Yeah. Who you got?
And personal favorite is Monica for me. Like personally, because I grew up on Monica. Like
you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? I think I got Monica too.
See, it's just.
I think I got Monica too, and a lot of people, because like what they're judging on is vocal prowess, and I'm not judging on that. I'm judging on records.
Records, definitely.
I'm judging on records.
To me, her records just
gonna change the scenery up.
To me, they just hit harder to me. That's it's just my personal opinion. Monica's records hit harder.
Yeah. And people forget that, you know, she's an icon too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That was even the reason why they even, began to do that Boy Is Mine situation, because she's an icon too.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing that makes it dope.
But I think they're going to put on a great show. People want to see them together, even though they try to put them against each other for so many years. But I think they're going to come together and squash all that and just give us a good show. Yeah,
I think it's going to be excellent. I think it'll be excellent, brother. I think it'll be excellent, man.
So as far as the state of R&B, like what advice would you give to the new and upcoming cats that's coming out and trying to tour and drop albums and everything?
First off, stay prayed up.
Mm-hmm.
And just stick to your script. You know what I'm saying? Stick to the script. Whatever you are, like, be that. Don't change. Be that artist that you are, and try to be as intentional as possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be intentional in all your moves that you're working on. You know what I'm saying? In this R&B game, don't be, a yes man per se. But never outshine the master. You know what I'm saying? And play by the rules of the game. And things happen, when you get in your position to get where you need to be at, and when you get in position to make decisions, then you'll be able to make your decisions. But in the first place, you're gonna have to play ball. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to play ball. So it's all good.
That's great advice, because just remember, the internet is undefeated. You don't want to get caught slipping out here in these streets, bro. At all.
No. That's why I said be intentional. Be intentional in everything you do, my dude. Everything. That's why you got to be intentional about it. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever it is, you got to be intentional, because if you don't be intentional about it, you know what I'm saying, you'll have regrets, because you'll be like, yo, I should have did this, or I could have did this a different way. You know what I'm saying? But if I just go ahead and do what I'm going to do, it is what it is. And it's going to be what it's going to be. You know, and that's one thing I have established in this game. Anybody that know me, you know what I'm saying, any artist I've ever worked with, they know, like, yo, one thing about Showtyme, like, it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. And that's what it's going to, that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I've established that just working with different artists over the years, you know what I'm saying? Establishing my, you know, a solid foundation, so that when it was my turn, I had a foundation to stand on. You know what I'm saying? Like I was a great background singer. You know what I'm saying? I was a great follower, so I could become a great leader. You know what I'm saying? Great follower. So I surrounded myself around people that I could learn from, you know, like a sponge. And so I worked with different rappers. I worked with different R&B singers. I worked with different people, jazz, book writers, all different types of stuff, so that when it was my turn, I had a plethora of things I could pull from. You know what I'm saying? Have a plethora of things that make up who Showtyme is. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I say, you know, like if anything else, man, about, you know, if I could tell an artist anything else, just be intentional about it. You know, don't play with it. You know, if you're gonna do it for real, do it for real. You know what I'm saying? Don't half-ass it, because that don't work. That don't work. You know what I'm saying? You got to be intentional about it. That's it.
Man, hey man, that's some great advice, man. Y'all listen to this man. Hey, I watched him work. He takes his craft seriously. He doesn't half-ass, so y'all shouldn't either. So you see where
Word.
he at, right? The man looks happy in the house, you know, sitting on the couch drinking.
Tell
Hey,
it.
nothing better than that. Nothing better than
Tell
that.
it.
There's nothing better than that.
Thanks be to God. Thanks be to God. Thanks be to God,
So
man.
what does Showtime do in his spare time when he's not singing? Like, what is some of your favorite hobbies, bro?
Yo, man, I spend time with my kids. I got 2 wonderful kids, and I have a beautiful wife. I have a 4-week-old son right now, and I have a 6-year-old son. So I'm daddy when I'm not on stage. You know what I'm saying? I'm daddy even when I'm on stage, but when I'm not on stage and I'm home, I'm daddy, man. And I enjoy being, you know, handyman and fixing things and making sure the pool is cool. You know, I love doing that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? I love family. I love being around my family when I'm not on the road, because a lot of times you spend a lot of more time on the road than you do at home. You know what I'm saying? So I really cherish family. I like to read. You know what I'm saying? I like politics. I like to see what's going on with the politics. I like to know, you know, both sides of what's happening, both sides of the coin. I don't like to be left out. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, basically, you know, I like to gamble. I like to go to Atlantic City. You know, I'm 30 minutes from Atlantic City, so I like to, you know, I like to go. You know, I mean, I like to have fun, man. I'm a real, like I said, I'm a real dude, man. I do what I do, you know, and I you know, I try to enjoy life, because you know, you only get one life. You know what I'm saying? We live every day, but we only get one life. You know what I'm saying? So I try to, you know, live it in a way that that people know, and that God knows that I love it. You know what I'm saying? I try to live my life in a way where he know I love it. Like, yo, that boy love his life. You know what I'm saying? Word up. So I'm grateful, man. I'm grateful, bro.
That's good, man. Are you a fan of comedy?
Yeah, man. I like comedy, brother. I love comedy, man.
Who you grew up watching? Who's some of your favorite people, bro?
I grew up watching, man, like Robin Harris. I grew up watching Richard Pryor, Cheech and Chong. You know what I'm saying? Of course, Mike Epps and them, you know what I'm saying? He was a little more when I got older, but you know what I'm saying? But like Richard Pryor, Mike Epps, Robin Harris, freaking what's my man? Red. You know Red,
No, Ray.
light skinned dude. Yeah, Uncle Red, Uncle Red and them. You know what I'm saying? Those was my comedians that I like.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what like up there or that way. Yeah.
Do you think you could survive stand-up comedy if you ever did it?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, yo, stand-up comedy hard, bro.
Bro,
You gotta have it.
people
No,
think
it's because it's an artist. It's an art. It's artistic. So, like it, like I used to host the open mic, and people would comedians would come through
Mhm.
to try their spill on the bar that I was hosting, and comedy is very hard, bro. Because first things first, you have to learn how to get people's attention without screaming at them to get their attention while you're talking, trying to tell trying to, because the thing is like, okay, so say we're out and I'm like, yo, you're the next artist to the stage as a comedian. Okay.
Okay.
Right then there's a bunch of chatter.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's hard. It's very hard from the beginning. Like you almost have to be, it's not that you got to look funny, but it's almost like you got to have funny in you. It got to be all over you. Like you ain't got to be a clown. Yeah, it ain't got to. You ain't got to be.
I've heard like
It's
war
bad,
stories
bro.
from Jersey crowds, man. Because
No, it's bad.
Miss Tina Graham is from Jersey. She used to host stuff at the Peppermint Lounge. That's in Jersey, right? That was.
I used to play the Peppermint Lounge every Thursday night.
Bill Bellamy used to host that. So I heard
Tina did Thursday nights on the right side. I did the left side. Comedy night every Thursday.
I heard about y'all. I heard y'all are not an easy crowd.
Listen, it's we laugh and we like to have fun, but
You better bring it.
you just gotta have it. You gotta have it. Like some people are just naturally funny.
Yeah.
Like and the natural comedian most of the time, I mean, of course it takes work. So, you can learn to be funny because, it's like, yo, if I practice this enough and I get it in me enough, I could be funny. You know what I'm saying? And then you have some people are just funny, just, you know what I mean? But that's only because they've been funny before.
Exactly.
You feel what I'm saying?
I feel
like
that.
At some point in time, most of the time you done seen them be funny. So now when you see them, they're funny to you automatically because you got a prejudgment of what funny is.
Exactly. Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, y'all. I heard, like I said, I heard death stories about y'all crowd. I'm like, Jersey like that? They're like, yeah, Jersey don't play.
Yeah, Jersey hard for the it's hard. It's hard. Jersey, Philly, New York, like it's a hard crowd. It's a hard crowd because there's so many people that do it. That's the thing.
Yeah, oversaturated.
Because it's like I mean, we got Torrey, bro, in Philly, right here.
Ray is right there. Yeah,
he right here. Like if you funny, like you funnier than him. We got Javon Pearson, like you funnier than him. Like you, that's how we got Kevin Hart.
I've been looking for Javon Pearson. I haven't seen him in years, man. He was one of the funniest people
we
on
got
there.
Ron Long. Another Def Comedy Jam alumni, right from Philadelphia. So we got funny. Like so when we look at funny, it be like, yeah, we this area tri-state is, you get a lot of stuff come out of here. So there's a gumbo of artists. Like so I put all of us in as the same, like artists, like comedians, singers, dancers, all of them are artists. You know what I'm saying? Models. All of us are artists. You know what I'm saying? We're all artists, you know what I'm saying? Because we're all autistic in some way. So being a comedian, man, I don't know. I mean, I'm funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm naturally funny though. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm also, you know what I mean? I'm like, if I come around, I can make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes me a good host. But if I always be like, I could do stand up, but then I'd be like, nah, I don't think I can do stand up because now I got to write routine. Yeah, now I gotta write routines. Now I gotta do all this extra stuff that I didn't have to do when I just stood up here and was funny to you. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, if you want to make a craft of it, you have to study. You have to be prepared. You know what I'm saying?
Every city's different. I heard about y'all. Atlanta's different when it comes to how they treat their comics. Memphis is different how they treat their comics. But I think the worst thing to possibly happen on stage to us is people eating louder when you're not doing too good. They don't boo. You start hearing forks hit the plate. Like I'm like,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
that food
Right.
sounds
And
good.
then it's the sound of that, because you don't know if they're listening or not.
They're not. You hear chatter. When the chatter gets louder, you're like, yeah, let me go.
Yeah, it becomes harder. So
People,
that's where the attention and the confidence, because it's one thing about me, like I always say, that's one thing that God has given me ability, is that when I was put into different predicaments with different artists and different things,
mm-hmm.
my confidence was in the right place.
Okay.
So they didn't feel like they could sun me per se.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they automatically felt like I was their peer.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with comedians and stuff. It's like, because we're workers, so you're working for the people. So, but once they feel like you one of them, you become funnier.
Yeah.
Think about the jokes that you tell. When you tell jokes about, when you hear jokes, from different comedians, and they talk about, oh, my cousin this.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody in that crowd got a cousin like that.
Yeah, exactly. They can
It
relate.
becomes. That's why do you think Tyler Perry, that My Dear character works so well for him?
My grandma was like that. Right there.
Yeah.
My grandma was just like that.
So,
in a heartbeat.
do you understand what I'm saying? So when you can relate to whatever it is that we're laughing about, if I can relate to it,
mm-hmm.
then it's funny. It's when I can't relate to it that it becomes not as funny to me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why you'll get a rich person that has a lot of money, but don't get up and have comedy about the money that they have.
Absolutely.
They'll talk more about when they was poor and when they didn't have, and because the people that are their fans and their artists, the people that are their not artists, but the people that are their fans are people that paid their tickets to come see you. So they paid that $70 for their date, plus $100 for dinner, $170 come out and see.
Parking and all that.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Parking. So you have to be very careful that you don't offend them, but you want to make them laugh. Exactly. And you want to make them feel like you one of them. So I think I could manage a comedian. Yeah, no.
Hey, man. That's and the funny thing
I might can't be a comedian, but I might can manage one.
Hey, but in this day and age, it's two different comedians. This ones you catch at the comedy club, and then there's the ones on social media.
Right.
Making videos, they doing all that, man. So it's
right. And see, comedy is okay. It's just like, like we have slapstick comedy,
like the Three Stooges and
like the Three Stooges. A lot of people are doing that type of comedy. It's not really that funny. You know what I'm saying? But the situation you're in, you're doing stuff, and it's like, oh my goodness, I can't believe he's shock value for stuff like that. Yeah. Instead of it being just funny. Like Michael Blackson and them are funny. They just funny. You know what I'm saying? And what makes them funny, right, is that it's the common, it's that common man feeling. That common, like you one of me, you one of us. Oh man, what you say, man? Come on, man. We're gonna get this dude on the joint. Go see what's up, man. I don't care. I'm gonna get this dude. I don't care who he is. I'm getting him on. You dig what I'm saying? So that make people watch. That make people, because I'm a star. So now I'm looking at it from a different angle. I'm like, yo, if I can get the common people to get involved, because that's who's gonna buy my stuff. That's who's gonna come to my shows. The stars ain't, they gonna want free tickets. That's who, like, you know what I mean? Like, you get the stars to come to your show, they want comps. They don't want to pay for them tickets. They're not paying for them tickets to come to your comedy show. You come to town, they like, yo, I need comps to that.
Exactly.
It's the people that live in those communities that's going to buy that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you play to them, you know what I'm saying, and you do it like that, you're going to win. You're going to win every time. Every time. See with Chris Tucker and them, not to mention no names, but when they stopped playing to us, it changed a little bit.
Right. Absolutely right.
It changed. And then so the backtrack happens, like, oh, I'm still one of y'all, but it's like you kind of went left, and you didn't really be
Yeah, you didn't really leave us with anything. Whereas Kevin Hart, on the other hand, went, but he left us with that vibe of he could at any given moment he could be on stage in your hood doing comedy on stage at your spot at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. That's how Prince was. That's how Prince was. Prince, that's the thing that people loved about Prince, because Prince was the type that if he came to your city, and he was doing a concert in your city and y'all was having a jam session, you might look up and Prince be in your band right there. Like, is that Prince? Is this Prince on stage right? Like, that's how it was. You know what I'm saying? So, when you get that common man thing going and you become a necessity, to people, it helps. That's what helps. I think it helps the comic, you know what I mean? And the artist too, and the singer too, and in life, man,
That's the actually perfect way to put it. Like you write about people leaving and dabbling and then trying to come back and whatever. Kevin Hart, like he'll leave, drop another movie, like, hey, I'm still with y'all, but let me go get this money real quick. I'll be right back. And he comes right back. I'm like,
we as a people are attracted to people that stay grounded to us. You know what I'm saying? Because anybody that doesn't stay grounded to us, we call them a sellout. We call them this, we call them that. You know what I'm saying? But when you stay grounded, and that's why it's, you see so many people, that revert back to certain things or do certain things, you know what I'm saying? And you're like, why are you doing that? Because it appeals to the people that, you dig what I'm saying? It appeals to that.
You got to experience what Paul Mooney used to call it, the nigga wake up call. You got to get
nigga wake up call.
You got to get that before you realize.
Paul Mooney, that was my man. So
the nigga wake up call. That's what it was right there.
He wrote a lot for Richard Pryor.
Yes, he did. And Damon, when he came up with the character Homie the Clown for Damon Wayans, he came up
wrote for Damon Wayans. He was a heavy writer on In Living Color. And Paul Mooney was deep, man. He was dope, bro. He's dope.
When I found that out, I went back and watched it. I'm like, you know what? That sounds like Paul. That's him. That's him.
No, he has something to do. I think Paul has something to do with Raw.
Yeah, he did. He
had something to do with Raw. He wrote on Raw.
You can Eddie Murphy. You can listen and be like, that's Paul. That's Paul.
Yeah, like some of them, like I was like, man, this dude is dope, bro. Paul Mooney was amazing, but he was just, once again, that like too black for some people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then when you're offensive black, you can't get in the room.
Yeah, exactly. Can't
get in the room. And as bad as it sounds, it's like, when it's like that, you can't get in the room.
And I believe Damon Wayans had a story about that because he was on SNL before In Living Color came on. And they said they were racist towards him. So he said one day he came into one of the meetings with sunglasses on. And they were like, why you have on sunglasses? There's no sun in here. He's like, well, my eyes haven't adjusted to the whiteness in here. And he put his glasses back on. I'm like, yo.
Yeah. And you ain't seen him no more, right?
Exactly.
You ain't seen him on SNL no more.
Yep.
Not on there. He was like, okay, here go a lemon color. It's sad that we live in a time still where we have to create our own platforms and we have to create our own, things. But the thing that's crazy is that it's always been meant to be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times, with this whole thing, with all the things that's going on right now, there was a ball drop somewhere, you know what I'm saying, when they were handing out equal rations.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? There was a time when we had our own. You know what I'm saying? There was a time where black folk had their own. You know what I'm saying? And when they gave us integration, it changed because we was asking for equality.
And they'll give us, what I'm saying? So everything but what we want.
No, they gave us integration. And before integration there was black people who had barbershops and black doctors and black people in your neighborhood. It was a doctor up the street, the dentist was on the same street, but when integration happened, everything had to become a certain way.
Yes.
And they tried to put us on an even playing ground where we weren't on an even playing ground.
Like we were far ahead and they was like, no, you ain't about to make us look bad. Stoop down to our level, let us look good, and then when we take off, we're gonna leave your ass right where we left.
Think about it, right? Never one time did you see a sign out there that said we want integration.
Damn.
You never saw that sign.
You're right.
What
Absolutely
you
right.
saw was we wanted equality. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
And they, you know what I'm saying, they changed. So, you know, it changed the way that we play, and it changed the way that we do what we do. It changed the way that we do comedy. Red Fox and all of the patriarchs, you know, Moms Mabley and you know, all the people that helped the foundation that went through all of those struggles for us and for you to be able to, you know, expound on your comedy the way that you do today. You know, even without equality.
Gotcha. Hey, that's deep because you're right. I never saw a sign that said, "Hey, we want integration." I never saw. You'll never see that ever.
That's not what they was fighting for.
You see none of that.
You know what I'm saying? They, you know, the thing was they, you know, it was drawn up in a way that made it look good for us, and you know, and after what they did, they had to pacify us with something, you know. But you know, thanks be to God, you know, even though we're still fighting right now, Black Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And but it's the artists, you know, like you and myself that are the soundtrack to a revolution right now. You know what I'm saying? And we either can be the fan that helps to quell the fire, or we can be the fan that helps to make the fire get bigger. You know what I'm saying? It's just a choice of where we want to be at. You know.
Absolutely. That's we need a little bit of everything right now. Like right now, I think people need music and laughter. That's what they need.
Yeah,
I
for
think
sure.
honestly, like there's one thing that just cracks me up every time I see it, and I never thought in my life Michael Jordan crying would be the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life.
Right.
Like, have you? They put the face on everything. Like,
but what it is that we have lost empathy
we did.
towards things,
We have.
because what now what we do is we laugh at things,
That we should
right,
be laughing at.
that we shouldn't be laughing at.
Yep.
We laugh at stuff that's not funny. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like in that moment when that man was crying, that was a serious situation.
He won his trophy. He's like,
Yo, I saw just like the man that they had on there laughing. They were laughing at the man that was on intervention. You know, the old man. He was crying. He had broke down. It was real bad. Everybody thought that was so funny, but that man was hurting. That man was coming from addiction. You know what I'm saying? But people, we learning. I guess, you know, we use it as a coping mechanism.
Yeah, because they
I
take
guess to laugh to keep from crying.
they take the real meaning of it and then they put it on another situation. Like, okay, I guess that can be funny. You know, I guess it can.
Right.
I can see it that way.
And that's a part of comedy. You know,
Yeah.
I know that, you know, the thing, you know, I always, you know, used to listen to like, you know, different comedians, and, you know, from time to time they'll say, you know, certain things, and then they'll, you know, reference it by saying, hey, I'm a comedian. You know, it's supposed to be funny. I'm supposed to say stuff that make you say, ow, or whatever. And that's a part of comedy. You know what I'm saying? If that's the way you choose to do your comedy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, sometimes
people on purpose.
Right.
You're not supposed to do that. Like, you're supposed to bring joy to people. You're not supposed to be out here making people cry. Like, some people don't want to be talked about. Don't talk about nobody. Make them laugh.
Right. That's the key. Right. It's like, you know, like you say, it's different people got different types of comedy. You know what I'm saying? Different types of comedy. Some people's comedy is like picking on people. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know what that person, how that person day was, and how you making them feel while everybody in the crowd is laughing at them. Like you don't, just because they laughing right there with you at that moment, don't mean that when they go home they won't go kill themselves because everybody was laughing at them.
Exactly. We seen the Nutty Professor. What happens in that? He went to the club, got roasted. Now he's skinny.
You seen it?
Man,
you know what I mean? You seen it.
Man, this has been a dope. Hey, Showtime again. I appreciate you. Can you please let the people know where to find you, what you got coming, like when it's coming. Let everybody know where you are.
You can follow me on Instagram at Showtime 2020. I'm kind of active, but I'm not as active. But definitely on Facebook, Showtime. Showtime Brooks on Facebook, man. You can go to my website, showtimeonline.com. That's SHOWTYME online.com. You can go on there and you can hear and see what I got going on, what's coming up. Like I said, the next thing I have coming up that I believe is it's gonna be a Showtime of Christmas, a Showtime Christmas. That's gonna be the next project I put out. Being like I said, being that the new project is done, and it was ready to for me to do everything, but with this COVID and just the country, I just felt like I didn't want to feel like I was playing off of the situations that's going on. Right now people don't got jobs.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? People are unemployment. You know what I'm saying? And as an artist, we're in this to make money. You know what I'm saying? And we're in this, not in it to make money, but we're in this to make a living. This is a living that we're doing. So, to be able, you have to be able to work these records. You have to get out here and be able to tour. I want to be able to come to Atlanta and do a show, come to North Carolina and do a show, different places and do shows, but you can't do that right now. So to me, it didn't make sense to, put out the record. But like I said, we will be putting out this Christmas with Showtime. And it's just gonna be a short EP, maybe 3 or 4 songs. You know what I'm saying? Just to kind of, just give you a little extra thing to go along. Just like cranberry sauce on Thanksgiving. You know what I'm saying? Because we already got David Ruffin. We got David Ruffin and them on Christmas time, and we got Mariah with her Christmas, and we got all these different Christmas people. So I'm just gonna give my branch because I love Christmas time, and that's my favorite time of year. So, once again, I still can make people feel. So if I make them feel, they're going to accept, what I'm giving them. And I think that is going to be, I think it'd be a great offering. And then the new album, for probably the first single coming in that first quarter, right around Valentine's Day, before Valentine's Day, or even maybe in January, depending on what the, what the climate of the country is. We all shut down. Then I'm going to be shut down with everybody else. You know what I mean? I'm believing wearing the mask. I mean, hey, y'all, wear y'all mask out there. Don't y'all forget that we still in the pandemic, man. For real.
Please, man.
Even though they're changing the rules, man, don't fall for that. But yeah, man. That's pretty much it, man. Right there, man.
Hey, man. Thank you for coming on the podcast. Love the Laugh podcast, man. That is my Showtime Brooks, man. Hey, I'll be dropping this episode soon, so make sure y'all tune in, follow the man, check out his music, man.
Check me out, man. Come holler at me. I'm on Spotify, Tidal, all that stuff. Love Truth, man. Check me out.
It's all worth it, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Love Podcast.